What is up, everybody? Nick Fiore, Fiore Station YouTube channel, right here on YouTube.com. A previous stream, as I was trying to say, with the previous stream, the internet just went unstable again, and it just happened again. I was a little frustrated, very frustrated, actually. And then I tried to restart a part 2 stream for the previous video, and then the screen froze. My YouTube live stream screen just went completely into freeze mode, and it was very frustrating, and I had to calm down for a little bit. Had something to eat just to calm myself down. I'm much better now than I was before, and it looks like it's working this time. So, and looking at the previous video where it was I think it was the 2 hour 8 minute mark, and then around 1:50, 1 hour 59 minutes mark, some stuff got cut off, and it's just the fucking internet being unstable again. This is the second time this has happened. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these videos going forward. Probably from now on, for when it comes to reviewing NXT, NXT UK, and AEW Dynamite, just do NXT and Dynamite, just one video, NXT UK separately. I think that's what I'm gonna do, to be honest. So that it's not too long, and B, that I think that works better off, so my internet for the YouTube live stream doesn't go unstable again. So I think that's what I'm gonna try. I think that's honestly what I'm gonna try. The next starting next week, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I just thought I'd get that off my chest. And again, I apologize if something in the shit that got cut off towards the end of the previous video. I apologize that got cut off and you couldn't hear some of it and you lost some of the quality. I apologize for that. So again, starting next week, I think what I'm gonna go with a plan B next week. Starting next week, one video review NXT and AEW Dynamite, one video, and just have an NXT UK video just completely separate. I think that might be better off for it. So now that that's off my chest, we'll start where we left off with the previous video. We were talking about the blood and guts match, how the Pinnacle beat the Inner Circle in the blood and guts match via surrender, and MJF threatened to throw Jericho off the top of the 2 cages, and Sammy Guevara surrendered to save his buddy Chris Jericho. So the Pinnacle beats the Inner Circle in the blood and guts match. Shawn Spears, FTR, Wardlow, and MJF beat Chris Jericho, Jake Hagar, LAX, and Sammy Guevara. The Pinnacle beats the Inner Circle in the blood and guts match. Then the Pinnacle wins via the Inner Circle via Sammy Guevara of the Inner Circle surrendering. So then post match, we then get MJF shoving Chris Jericho off the cage. Anyways, so MJF threatened to throw Jericho off the top of the cages, but MJF did it anyways. And he throws Jericho off the top of the cage, and Jericho went crashing through the stage. Well, it was we'll talk about the landing in a little bit, and the camera angle. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So then we see Dean Malenko and Jerry Lynn out there. So then we see both Dean Malenko and Jerry Lynn both out there rushing towards Jericho to check on him, see if he's okay. MJF then says thank you, with MJF all bloody all over his face. MJF then basks in the moment on top of the cage. He laughs to himself as the blood drips down his face. And then the closing credits, and then Dynamite goes off the air. And that was Blood and Guts. Now, overall thoughts on AEW Blood and Guts. A very good show, yes. I enjoyed it. It was a very good show. The Blood and Guts match, very good. It delivered. All 10 guys were killing each other. Well, we're all trying to kill each other. All 10 guys were trying to all the time guys were trying to kill each other. It lived up to the hype of like blood and guts and just everyone just busted open. Now I enjoy the NXT War Games, but this was also very good. But the blood and guts from 2 nights ago on Dynamite was very enjoyable as well. I really enjoyed it. And then, yeah, so the blood and guts match, very good stuff. The match was insane. Really cool spots like Sammy Guevara doing the Spanish fly of Sean Spears off the sides of the ropes, off one of the sides of the ropes towards more towards the middle of the ring and off the rope. Sammy Guevara with a Spanish fly on Sean Spears, which looked beautiful. That spot I really liked. Yeah, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler all busted open. You had Jericho busted open. Sammy Guevara busted open. MJF just a crimson mask. The match was insane, and the match was very good. It was very, very good. But the ending as far as the camera angle goes. I did not like. That camera angle could have been shot a lot better, to be honest. And coming from a guy who is going to be graduating from college in a few weeks, majoring in camera production communications, coming from a guy like me like that, with that, I have to be on. I gotta be honest. The match was very, very good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about the match. The match was awesome. The match was incredible. All 10 guys killed each other and just beat the ever-living shit out of each other. And again, it lived up to the hype blood and guts match. It did. So, all 10 guys just worked hard and beat the shit out of each other, and it was a good match. It was a very, very, very good match. But the camera angle was it just wasn't good. It just felt disappointing, and it's like, with the ending for a camera angle, you have to deliver. You can hype stuff all you want. That's great, but with the ending as far as the camera angle goes, you have to deliver. You have to deliver. The camera angle towards the end was it was not shot good, where it showed Jericho just, when he was tossed off the cage, it was like he landed on what looked like pillows and a piece of thin cardboard. Now, I'm not saying have Jericho kill himself or have Jericho get killed. Matt Hardy situation from All Out last year where he could have died, and with the concussion he almost died. I don't want that. I do not want another situation like that, because that was fucking scary and unnecessary. And Matt Hardy could have almost died. And Matt Hardy could have almost died last August. And Matt Hardy almost dying, I did not like. I did not like at all. Another Matt Hardy situation. We do not need another thing like that. But at least do something instead of like thin cardboard, and it looked like pillows after Jericho was tossed off the cage. But it's not. But really, at the end of the day, it's about the camera angle, ending with the camera angle. If they would have shot the camera angle if they would have done an ending camera angle with MJF all bloody and he's smiling like a dick, with the camera like a not extreme close up, but like a good medium like shot of like MJF just smiling and he's all bloody, with MJF smiling and all bloody. If they would have done an ending camera angle with that would have been a lot better. That would have been a lot better, in my opinion. But the way they did that ending camera angle was just not good. It was not good. They could have done much better with the camera angle. And I'm not saying have Jericho kill himself. I'm not saying have Jericho get killed, and we don't want him to get killed. We don't. But he could have done much better than just pillows and thin cardboard, in my opinion. Now, the botch at Revolution with the fake explosion, was far worse. The Jericho fall does not compare. It does not compare to the botched explosion from Revolution this past March. That does not compare to that. It doesn't. Because the botched explosion at Revolution this past March was far, far worse. It was far, far worse. I mean, it wasn't planned, but I mean, whether it was planned or not, but it did not look good. The botch explosion at Revolution back in March this year is much far worse. So the Jericho fall off the cage does not compare at all. It does not compare at all to the botched explosion from Revolution this past March. And if you compare it to the botched explosion at Revolution this past March, you're just a fucking idiot. So that's all I gotta say on that. The botched explosion at Revolution this past March was far, far worse. Far, far worse. So the camera angle was not good. It could have been done much better. But other than that, Blood and Guts was a good show. And the Blood and Guts match was hyped. It was hyped up, and it delivered, and it was a good match. It was just the ending with the camera angle that could have been done much better. That's just me though. But other than that, the match was very good, very insane. Like I said, with the Sammy Guevara Spanish Fly to Sean Spears, and all 10 guys killed each other out there, and all 10 guys were trying to beat the ever living shit out of each other, and it just ended up being a very good match. So it's not the match, it's the camera angle ending. The ending camera angle could have been done much better. That's all. Other than that, the match was good, and the overall show was very good. Other than that, the match was very good, and the overall show was very good as well. So that's just my take on all of that. That's just me though. Let me know what you guys think on that. But on all, that's just me though. But AEW Blood and Guts overall as a whole, 2 nights ago on Wednesday on TNT, very good show was AEW Blood and Guts. Very good show. All in all. And then the finale of this video, and I know this is a part 2 video, and with the previous stream, and having problems with the previous stream, and I apologize for that. So now finale here with this video, and I know it's part 2, and all like I just said. NXT UK from yesterday, May the 6th of 2021. This was also a decent show. This was also a good show. We had Amir Jordan versus Kenny Williams in a no DQ match, with the loser being forced to leave NXT UK. So a loser leave town match, a loser leave random match, a loser leave NXT UK match, and whoever lost this match would be forced to, and whoever lost this match would be forced to, and whoever lost this match would be forced to leave NXT UK. This was a good match, but we'll talk about that in a little while. Recently, as of late, Kenny Williams, recently as of late in NXT UK, Kenny Williams turning on his friend Amir Jordan, and with Kenny Williams turning heel. So, with that, they have announced they announced the women's, they announced a 5-woman gauntlet for next week's NXT UK, with the winner getting a shot at Kaylee Ray in the NXT UK women's title. You have Amelia McKenzie, who is back now with NXT UK. I've watched her as of late in NXT UK. She's really good as Amelia McKenzie. Zaya Brookside in the matches in the 5-woman gauntlet next week as well. Isla Dawn, Ginny, and Danny Luna, who's apparently now with Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster of Subculture, which I think is best for Danny Luna. It's going to get her up to where to where it's going to bring her up to where she needs to be, and I think it's going to get her over. And I think it's going to get Danny Luna over. So, and Isla Dawn, who recently turned heel, which I'm liking to see Isla Dawn. She may be better heel than a babyface, in my opinion, is Isla Dawn with the White Witch character and just like almost like an NXT Nikki Cross. Or like a combo between NXT Nikki Cross and Aleister Black. And Isla Dawn was actually trained by, Aleister Black, Nikki Cross, and Killian Dane as well. Isla Dawn was actually trained by those three. Fun little fact there. And Jenny, who's aggressive in her own right, lately paired with Joseph Connors, as of late, Jenny. And then you have Xia Brookside as well, and all. So that's that. So they announced the 5-woman gauntlet for next week's NXT UK, and the winner gets a shot at Kaylee Ray in the NXT UK Women's title. I think it goes to Amelia McKenzie, to be honest, because they've been doing this thing as of late. Because they've been teasing this stuff as of late in NXT UK with Amelia McKenzie and Kaylee Ray as of late in NXT UK, but that's just my opinion. But I'm giving an early prediction for the 5-woman gauntlet next week on NXT UK. I think Amelia McKenzie wins the gauntlet next week on NXT UK, so just thought I'd throw that out there. So, anyway, so NXT UK yesterday, May the 6th of 2021 on the WWE Network and Peacock. Though Adam and I and Cameron and Escobar, I do have to say this, we're still trying to figure out what the hell is Peacock. Peacock who? My buddy Adam, Adam, I hope you're watching, brother. Even Adam also is curious of Peacock. He's like, who? Peacock who? What is Peacock? Is it Vince McMahon's right and left testicles? Oh, man. Oh, enough shenanigans here. Enough shenanigans, but we'll dive right into the show. So, NXT UK yesterday, the show starts off with Ilya Dragunov versus Bomber Dave Mastiff. We had Dragunov starting things off with a running boot. Dragunov then connects with some forearm shivers, some forearm smashes. Dave Mastiff then applies a side headlock. Then Mastiff falls up with an uppercut onto Ilya Dragunov. Standing switch exchange. Mastiff then slings Dragunov into the canvas. Forearm exchange as well. Dragunov then hits Dragunov then with a leaping boot. Dragunov then goes for a delayed German suplex, but Dave Mastiff blocks it. Dragunov then applies a side headlock. Mastiff then whips Dragunov across the ring. Dragunov then holds onto the ropes. Double forearm smash. Ilya Dragunov then applies another waist lock, but Mastiff backs Dragunov into the turnbuckles in the corner. Get some light in here. Let me move my. There we go. I don't know what happened. My screen was getting a little too bright, but I was fixing that anyways. So, Mastiff backs Dragunov into the turnbuckles in the corner. Mastiff then jumps on Dave Mastiff's back. Dragunov is just hammering down on the back of Mastiff's neck, ground and pound, jumping on Dave Mastiff, and just blows to Dave Mastiff's neck by Ilya Dragunov. Mastiff then drives Dragunov back into the canvas. And now, there was one spot in this match where Ilya Dragunov did some forearm. and he whacked Dave Mastiff right in the head with that forearm from Ilya Dragunov to Ilya Dragunov onto Dave Mastiff, just wham. And then there was, and then Mastiff drives, and then as Dragunov was hopping onto Mastiff's back, Mastiff then drives Dragunov back first into the canvas in the ring. And then the referee, and then Dave Mastiff's all busted open pretty bad. The referee sees this and he starts calling for the bell. Mastiff's busted open. The referee then deemed that Mastiff was no longer medically capable to finish the match, so the match ended in a draw, in a no contest. So we got that. A good match here, very physical. Very physical. I'm liking the aggression of Ilya Dragunov as of late, and maybe we get Walter and Dragunov Part 2. Maybe for the NXT UK title, possibly, but this time with Dragunov winning, and maybe they do it in front of fans, but I don't know, man. I don't know. This Ilya Dragunov being aggressive as of late, I don't know where it leads to. Maybe it leads to Dragunov and Walter Part 2 for the NXT UK title, but this time with Dragunov winning the championship from Walter, the NXT UK title. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm liking this aggressive Ilya Dragunov as of late, man. I really am. And this match ended in a no contest. I'm sure this. I don't know what to think about the ending, but I know with Dave Mastiff and Ilya Dragunov, I know this is not over. I know it's not a one and done. It can't be one and done, and I know it's not a one and done. But a very good match, a very physical match. Very physical match. Ilya Dragunov all aggressive and Dave Mastiff busted open. This was a very physical match, but I did like the match. I don't know what to think about the ending, but perhaps it does protect Dragunov. It does protect Mastiff. So you can't beat Ilya Dragunov, and you can't beat. So it's like you can't beat. So it's like Ilya Dragunov can't lose and Dave Mastiff can't lose clean. So perhaps this is not a one and done between those two. I don't think it is. I do think these two fight each other once again. Maybe they have like a no DQ stipulation to it, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But very physical match nonetheless. Picking up the 5-woman gauntlet for NXT UK next week. The 5 women they show a video package hyping up the 5-woman gauntlet for NXT UK. Next week they show video packages for they show one for Zaya Brookside, and they show one for Isla Dawn. They show one for Ginny. They show one for Danny Luna, and then they show one for Amelia McKenzie. They show those 5 video packages for those 5 women, which was really nice. The 5 video packages for those 5 women really nice. So that was that. And then we go to Kenny Williams, and let me go backstage, and Kenny Williams is telling Sid Scala that Amir Jordan will be leaving NXT UK for good after tonight. So we got that backstage thing. And then we got another vignette hyping up Stevie Turner, who was a recent new signing to NXT UK. So we got a Stevie Turner vignette, who I believe she was Bobby Tyler in the UK and the Indies, I believe. I think because I know Cameron and Escobar follow the indie stuff like Ring of Honor and the indie promotions and New Japan. They follow up a lot on this stuff, so I think they tell you because I think she was Bobby Tyler with Stevie, because I think Stevie Turner, before she signed with NXT UK, before that she was Bobby Tyler in the UK and the indie scene as Stevie Turner as Bobby Tyler before she was Bobby Tyler before she was Stevie Turner right now in NXT UK. But yeah, it was a nice vignette for Stevie Turner, and see what Stevie Turner does in the NXT UK Women's Division, which NXT UK's Women's Division. Raw's Women's Division sucks. NXT UK's and NXT's Women's Division, much better. Don't at me. Don't at me. Stevie Turner vignette. Nice little vignette. Hopefully she does well in NXT UK and NXT UK Women's Division, man. Good stuff. NXT UK Women's Division, I'm liking what they're doing with that. Same thing with the NXT Women's Division. The NXT and NXT UK Women's Divisions, much more superior. And much better than the Raw Women's Division. Don't fucking at me. Don't at me. Nice little vignette for Stevie Turner. We then go backstage with Wolfgang and Mark Coffey of Gallus. They're shown backstage at the NXT UK Performance Center, something like that. Rampage Brown then walks in and he challenges Wolfgang to a match. So that was that. And then we get another vignette with Subculture of Mark Andrews, Flash Morgan Webster, and Danny Luna, who's now with Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster right now, which I think is good for Danny Luna. It's going to get her over. It's going to bring Danny Luna up to. It's going to bring Danny Luna up to where she. It's going to bring Danny Luna up to where she needs to be, and it's going to get Danny Luna over. So Danny Luna paired with Subculture of Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster, I don't mind at all. I don't mind that whatsoever. I have no problem with that at all. So, and I think it's going to be very good. So, Danny Luna now with Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster, Subculture should be really good stuff. I'm looking forward to it. And then we get the next segment on NXT UK yesterday. The next segment, Tyler Bate and A-Kid. They showed this segment where they highlighted their recent match for the NXT UK Heritage Cup a little while ago. Like I think it was like a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, where like A-Kid and Tyler Bate NXT UK Heritage Cup on the line. Very good match, but in the end, A-Kid defeated Tyler Bate, and they showed the video clip, a little promo package thing with that vignette with that. Show that segment with that of A-Kid and Tyler Bate, with Tyler Bate saying that that he could be A-Kid, and they were hyping up A-Kid the year he's been with the NXT UK, and they were hyping up A-Kid of the year he's been with NXT UK, like he's been on the rise. A-Kid, the A-Kid has been on the rise. They were hyping up that yesterday for A-Kid. And A-Kid and Tyler Bate. Looks like this is not over. A-Kid and Tyler Bate, part 2. And I did watch their match for the NXT UK Heritage Cup on NXT UK a few weeks ago for the NXT UK Heritage Cup. I did, not to worry, guys, I did watch that match. The match was very, very good. So based on how good that match was, a second match between these two, I don't mind at all. A second match between A-Kid and Tyler Bate, I don't mind whatsoever. So second encounter with A-Kid and Tyler Bate should be really good stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. So should be really good. Should be really good. And then we get the second match on the show. Saxon Huxley versus one half of Mustache Mountain, Trent Seven. So you got Seven dodging a big boot from Huxley, collar and elbow tie up at the beginning of this thing. Huxley backs Seven into the corner and the turnbuckle into the turnbuckles in the corner. Referee calls for a clean break. Seven ducks a clothesline. Strong lockup. Huxley with clubbing body shots. Then Huxley whips Seven across the ring. Huxley with 3 running knee lifts. Huxley then talks smack to, then talks that Huxley then trash talks Trent Seven. Huxley then stomps on Seven's chest. Trent Seven then drops down to the canvas. Seven with a crossbody block. Seven then body slams Huxley. Trent 7, then with the running leg drop for a 2. Huxley decks 7 with a back elbow smash. Huxley then whips 7 across the ring. 7 ducks a clothesline from Huxley. Huxley with a jumping knee strike. Huxley with a loop. Saxon Huxley with a Luthez press, shades of Luthez. And then Huxley follows that up with an elbow drop for 2 count. Huxley level 7 with a body avalanche. Huxley then with a face wash. Then with a running hip smash. Huxley heads to the outside. Huxley drops 7 with a running boot. With a running boot. Huxley then body slams 7 onto the floor, which looked nasty. So that was that. Huxley then delivers the cactus elbow. Huxley rolls 7 back in the ring. Huxley hooks the outside leg for a 2 count. Trent 7 then unloads 2 knife edge chops. Saxon Huxley then answers with a throat thrust. Huxley sends 7 into the corner. Trent 7 sidesteps Huxley into the turnbuckles. Trent 7 hits the fake out DDT. We then see Sam Gradwell talking smack to Trent 7 on the Titantron. Trent 7 then dodges the big boot. Trent 7 with a back fist. Huxley denies the 7-star lariat. Huxley connects with a sit-out spine buster for a 2 count, near fall. Huxley is displaying his frustration. 7 back chops Huxley. 7 with a snapdragon suplex, which looked nice. Trent 7 then plants Saxon Huxley with the 7-star lariat to pick up the victory. And Trent 7 defeats Saxon Huxley. A good match here. A really good match here for NXT UK. And Sam Gradwell and Trent 7 looks like they're going to be going into a feud and such, but man oh man is Trent 7 pretty good. It's a good match here, and Trent 7's very underrated. Very underrated. This was a good matchup with Saxon Huxley and Trent 7. Now, Saxon Huxley, I'm not a big fan of Saxon Huxley. He's okay, but if there's anyone that can carry Saxon Huxley to a good match, it's Trent 7. So, a good match here with Trent 7 and Saxon Huxley. And Trent 7 gets the win, as he should. And then we go backstage with Amel viciously attacking Xia Brookside in the backstage area. Xia Brookside's all laid out and unconscious. The commentary then says, can Xia Brookside compete next week and all? And they say Amel attack, and then they said that. And then the commentary mentioned it and all, and I liked that they said this. And they said Amel viciously attacks Xia Brookside because Amel was not chosen for the 5-woman gauntlet because Amel wasn't chosen for the 5-woman gauntlet for NXT UK next week, and for the 5-woman gauntlet for NXT UK next week, and so the commentary did mention that, so I thought I'd bring that up, and so and that such, and so I'm glad the commentary mentioned why Amel attacked Xia Brookside. Monday Night Raw, I wish you to have explanations too. And also explanations why Raw's the worst show on television. Bruce, you clown. Bruce, Dunn, and Vince, you fucking clowns. So, just thought I'd throw that out there, but yeah. That was that with Amel and Xia Brookside. And then we get the main event of NXT UK yesterday on Peacock on the WWE Network. The no disqualification match between Amir Jordan and Kenny Williams, with the loser being forced to leave NXT UK. Before I talk about this match, I'm taking a drink because I got a lot to talk about with this match. There we go. All right. So this match here. So Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan, no DQ match. Loser leaves NXT UK. Kenny Williams is playing mind games at the beginning of this thing with Amir Jordan. Collar and elbow tie up between these two guys. Williams backs Jordan into the corner. Williams paintbrushes Jordan. Strong lockup is after this. Williams with heavy body shots. Jordan shoves Williams. Jordan with some forearm shivers. Jordan rolls Williams over for a 2 count. Williams with some forearm shivers across the back of Amir Jordan. Short arm reversal by Amir Jordan. Amir Jordan then repeatedly whips Williams into the turnbuckles, into the corner. Jordan then goes into the cover for a 2 count. Williams with an overhead wrist kick. Not wrist lock, wrist kick. Sorry, guys. Williams hammers down on the left shoulder of Amir Jordan. Williams repeatedly stomps on the left shoulder of Amir Jordan. So Kenny Williams working on the shoulder of Amir Jordan here throughout this match. Williams then drop kicks Jordan for a 2. Kenny Williams with 2 seated sentons. Williams with clubbing cross faces. Williams dumps Jordan out of the ring. Williams with a swinging arm wringer on the mat. Williams then delivers multiple chair shots, which look nasty, which look vicious. Williams then brings a toolbox into the ring. Shades of Leon Ruff and Isaiah Scott from their Falls Count Anywhere match from NXT this past Tuesday. Shades of that. Williams and Jordan then are then trading back and forth shots. Williams with clubbing blows to Jordan's back. Williams sends Jordan chest first into the turnbuckles. Williams then puts Jordan on the top turnbuckle. Williams punches Jordan in the back. Williams gets Jordan tied up in the tree of woe position. Williams then talks trash to Jordan. Jordan slings Williams out of the ring. Jordan then lands a suicide dive. Williams then sends Jordan shoulder first into the steel ring post. Williams then starts removing the ringside padding. Williams kicks Jordan in the face. Jordan denies the bulldog. Williams rakes the eyes of Jordan. Then Williams whips Jordan into the ringside barricade. Amir Jordan then launches Kenny Williams over the barricade. Second forearm exchange. All hell is then breaking loose in this thing. This match gets really good. Amir Jordan then rolls a production case into Kenny Williams' face. Amir Jordan then tees off on Kenny Williams. Williams then blinds Jordan with the fire extinguisher. Williams then with a belly to back suplex onto Amir Jordan through the table near the production area, which looked brutal. So this was one of the really nice spots in this match. That right there. And then we get Williams. Then after this, Williams then blasts Jordan with the PK for a 2 count only, near fall. Williams then removes and then this was towards the ending of this match. This was kind of the turning point of this thing. Kenny Williams then goes to one of the corners in the where the turnbuckles are. Kenny Williams removes the top turnbuckle pad. Williams removes the top turnbuckle pad, exposes the steel turnbuckle with one of the top turnbuckles. Jordan then delivers a gut punch. Jordan then with a sunset flip for a 2 count. Williams then sends Jordan face first into the exposed steel. Williams connects with the sit-out facebuster for a 2 count of near fall. A very near fall. Jordan then with 2 haymakers, forearm exchange on the ring apron. Kenny Williams then goes for a German suplex, but Jordan blocks it. Williams clips the left knee of Jordan. Williams then goes for a powerbomb, but Jordan lands back on his feet. Jordan kicks Williams in the gut. Jordan with a vertical suplex on the exposed floor, which looked nasty. And it looked like it sucked. for Kenny Williams. That the way he sold that, the way he landed, looked pretty nasty. But this was a really good match, though. Jordan then rolls Williams. Amir Jordan then rolls Kenny Williams back into the ring. Amir Jordan goes on the top rope. Amir Jordan climbs the top rope. He's going for a swanton bomb. And he hits a swanton bomb, but a 2 count only. Kenny Williams kicks out. And Amir Jordan has this shocked look on his face, and he's in disbelief. Jordan then repeatedly slams Williams' head onto the steel chair. Amir Jordan then goes on a top rope again to try to go for another swanton. Kenny Williams cuts him off. When Kenny Williams going for the ropes to cut him off, and Amir Jordan gets crotched onto the exposed steel on the exposed steel with the exposed steel with the top turnbuckle with the exposed steel. And this was towards the very ending of this match. This was the turning point of this match. So then after Jordan then gets crushed on the exposed steel, Williams then grabs Jordan. He plants Jordan with the headlock driver on the steel chair in the ring, and 1, 2, 3, and Kenny Williams defeats Amir Jordan, and Amir Jordan is forced to leave NXT UK. And then we got Kenny Williams exiting the stage. Was Kenny Williams celebrating with a smile on his face, and then Amir Jordan with a sad look on his face, and then Amir Jordan with a sad look on his face. He walks he walks with a sad face with Amir Jordan as he exits the stage, as the credits then come up, and then NXT UK yesterday then and then the NXT UK episode from yesterday then goes off the air. And then that was NXT UK from yesterday. NXT UK from yesterday on Peacock on the WWE Network. Overall, really good show. Was NXT UK yesterday. Really good show. You had Ilya Dragunov and Dave Mastiff. You had the stuff with Trent Seven, Saxon Huxley, and then you got the main event with Kenny Williams, Amir Jordan. Really good main event there. Kenny Williams winning and Amir Jordan forced to leave NXT UK. Now with Amir Jordan, I don't know where he ends up next. I don't know if he's getting released. I don't know where he ends up in. With Amir Jordan, I don't know if he ends up in NXT in the States in the cruiserweight division. He could very well do that. I could probably see him in the NXT cruiserweight division and NXT in Orlando, the CW, the Capitol Wrestling Center. I don't know, but that's just a thought. I don't know what you guys think on that, but let me know what you guys think on that in the super chat and the comment section of this video here. Kenny Williams as a heel could have potential, but Kenny Williams and the NXT UK Heritage Cup stuff, I could see him with that, but probably that's about it. But I don't know. That's just me though. Let me know what you guys think on that. And all, but overall NXT UK, but overall, man, NXT UK yesterday was really good show. Really good show yesterday was NXT UK, and liking what they're doing. Should be a good. The 5-woman gauntlet for NXT UK next week should be really good. They got this stuff continuing. They got the continuation of A-Kid and Tyler Bate, which should be very good. Tyler Bate versus A-Kid Part 2 should be really good. They got the stuff with Ilya Dragunov as well. I did watch Eva Valkyrie versus Miko Satomura from NXT UK last week. Very, very good match. If you haven't watched that match yet, please go out of your way and watch that match from last week. Really, really good stuff on NXT UK. last week with Aoife Valkyrie versus Miko Satomura. And overall, NXT UK has, as of late, been really, really good stuff, man. But I do have to say, NXT UK, they do need fans. I mean, NXT UK has been good as of late, but man, oh man, the pandemic, it's affected Dynamite a lot, it's affected NXT a lot, and it's affected NXT UK a lot, in my honest opinion. And the sooner, and with NXT, and the sooner fans come back for NXT UK shows, the better NXT UK will be. Same thing with NXT as well. NXT, they need to get out of the PC. They need to get out of this crap with Wrestling Center. They need to get back at Full Sail. Hopefully that happens soon. And NXT UK, they need fans back. And the sooner that happens, the better. So that's just my take on all that. But NXT UK has been good as of late, but they just need fans back. That's just me, though. Let me know what you guys think on that. And that is a wrap, folks, for the reviewing for this week's NXT, NXT UK, and AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts for this week. Again, I'm sorry this happened the second time with the internet being unstable for the YouTube live stream. Second time this happened, I apologize for that. But again, I apologize for that, but got it done nonetheless. And like I said, starting next week, just for the channel, starting next week, one video, like in one video review, like reviewing NXT and AEW Dynamite, and then reviewing NXT UK in a separate video, which I think is much better, and so it's not too long, and I think it just works out for the better. So I think I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna try that next week and see how that goes. It may very well be better off for it. So that's all I gotta say on that. And again, sorry with the internet unstable with the previous live stream, and yeah. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me for the previous stream and this stream right here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. And follow me on Twitter at FioriNick579 over on Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Instagram too at Nicholas. Follow me. So Twitter, follow me on Twitter at FioriNick579. Follow me on Instagram at Nicholas Fiore 2014. You can follow me on Facebook also. So Twitter, follow me on Twitter at FioriNick579. Follow me on Instagram at Nicholas Fiore 2014. And you can follow me on Facebook at Nicholas Fiore 31. You can add me as a friend on Facebook if you want. And with the video here, folks, make sure you hit a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe as well to the Fiore Station YouTube channel right here on YouTube, and hit the bell for all notifications if you've not done so yet. I'm about 40 subscribers right now here for the channel. I'd love to hit at least 50. I'd love to hit the 50 mark at least by the end of this year. So hit the bell subscribe to the Fiore Station YouTube channel if you've not done so yet already. Hit the bell for all notifications and hit a like on the video too. It would be greatly appreciated. And that is that. Thank you guys so much for joining me here, and hope you guys have a good rest of your Friday today. And thank you guys so much for joining me. Appreciate you all, and hope you guys enjoyed the previous live stream and this live stream right here. And I will see you next time right here on the channel for more good content right here on the Fiore Station YouTube channel right here on YouTube.com. I'm Nick Fiore, Fiore Station YouTube channel right here on YouTube.com. I'm getting the hell out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the previous YouTube live stream and this YouTube live stream right here. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I will talk to you guys later.